What's up, everybody? Tonight, we're going to get into what to do when you don't feel like it, right? What do you do when you don't feel like it? When you don't feel like eating healthy, when you don't feel like working out, when you don't feel like meditating, when you don't feel like getting out of bed, when you don't feel like it. What are you going to do when you don't feel like it? Okay, because this is something a lot of people go through. It's that motivational thing, right? A lot of people that come to me, they're like, I don't have the willpower. I don't have the motivation. I don't feel like doing it. Okay? And if this is you, we're going to dig into this tonight and try to serve you and help you get out of this mindset predicament. Okay? So the first thing that we need to understand when it comes to feeling like it, number one, is that it's not required. Okay? So feeling like it is not a requirement. I will repeat that again. It is not a requirement. And I'll say this. The people that are really successful, they do the things that they don't want to do, especially when they don't feel like it. And I'm going to teach you a secret that I learned that really helped me in busting through that wall of not feeling like it. That helped me kind of get over that hump. Okay? So just know that like this idea that people that are successful always feel like it is a bunch of bull. Like there's a ton of successful people that do what they need to do because they just know they need to do it. And they get past that feeling like it thing. All right? There's times in my health, in my business, and all of these things that I don't feel like it. I don't really feel like it. And there's other things I would be rather be doing. But you got to kind of get over that and realize that when it's important to you and you made it a priority, you're going to do it, okay? So that's number one. It's not required to feel like it, okay? Number two has two parts. First part of number two, make it easier. Okay, so what I mean by that is first off, if it's something that you're not excited about doing, make it easier. And even if it's not necessarily easier, make it easier in your mind. So take it one step at a time. Okay, a lot of times people are like, I can't eat healthy. I don't know how to cook. I don't know how to do these things. This is what I say to them. Pick one recipe a week to learn how to make. One recipe. And learn how to really make just one recipe a week. By the end of the year, you're going to have 52 new recipes. That's what we're talking about, okay? So it's one step at a time, making it easier. And we can also think of it making it easier like when you are going to, going to work out. Make it easier on yourself by bringing your clothes to work with you so you don't have to come back home. Because when you come back home, you're going to be sitting on the couch, right? That's what happens. You get sucked into the home, okay? So if you want to make it easier on yourself, set yourself up for success by prepping and planning ahead of time so that you don't, when you don't feel like it, you're going to do it anyways. Okay, so making it easier. Now, that goes along with reducing your chance of failure. I'm not even going to write that. But you get the idea. So it's going to reduce your chance of failure if you make it easier on yourself, okay? And break it down into chunks. Like when I'm working with my members, it's like we want to do like one habit every week or every 2 weeks, okay? Any more than that, it's going to be an overload. Everybody's going to shut down, and then it's not going to work, okay? So, number one, it's not required to feel like it. Second is making it easier so that when you don't feel like it, you're going to actually feel more motivated to actually do it anyways, okay? The third one is a big one, okay? This one is a big one. This one I learned from an awesome lady. Her name is Mel Robbins. And she wrote an awesome book called The 5-Second Rule. Okay, the idea behind this is when you don't want to do something, you got to count yourself down. Okay, it's kind of like, so I highly recommend the book, just read the book, but to give you guys a gist of what the 5-second rule is it's a thing that you set with your own brain that will give you, that forces you to do something you don't want to do. So it's counting it down. It's kind of like, and this is the way I explain it to a lot of people. If any of you have kids out there, you know if you go from 5 back to 0 when you try to get them to do something, once you start counting 5, 4, what do they start doing? They start shuffling, they're moving, they're trying to get it, they're trying to get it done, right? Because they know if you get to 0, it's not a good thing, right? So you got to start doing that for yourself. Start counting yourself down. Give yourself 5 seconds, okay? And then, like she started off with her, it was to get out of bed in the morning. You know, start that countdown and blast out of bed like a rocket, okay? And then in other areas of your life that you don't want to do something, you just start counting yourself down, because you have a 5-second window in between when your brain's going to try to talk you out of something and you actually doing it. So if you do it within 5 seconds, you're going to give your brain and your mind and your sabotage mindset, you're going to give them less chances of skewing you in the other direction and making you fall victim to the I don't feel like it, okay? So that's a big one. And then this next one kind of goes with that one, and it has to do with mindset, okay? So I want you to think of it this way. It's like, tell your mind you love it and that it's going to support you. Because your mind does what it thinks you want, okay? So if you tell your mind, so let's do an example, right? Maybe you don't like vegetables, okay? Whatever it is, okay? So say you're not a huge fan of vegetables. When you're eating those vegetables, before you eat them, tell your mind, like out loud, say, I love these. These are going to make me feel so good. I'm so excited to eat these. Because if you do that more and more and you're focusing on that, your brain is going to pick up on that and it's going to start making you feel that way, okay? It's going to start doing that for you. And your mind's going to start believing you and supporting you in that process. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but if you try it, it works, okay? I'm for real on that. I'm telling you the truth. When it comes to this, tell your mind you love it, that it's going to support you, and it's going to make you feel good, okay? Whenever we're thinking with my members when it comes to like, drinking smoothies and drinking, eating vegetables and doing the things you have to do for your health, you want to start telling your mind that this is good for you. You're happy to have it, okay? Especially in the transition of your taste buds changing. You have to really get used to that, okay? And so we have to tell our mind that we're loving it, okay? Because eventually you will if you tell yourself long enough, okay? So it's not necessarily that it's not gross right now. It might be gross. And tell your brain you love it, okay? Now the last one is one that, this is probably my favorite. Thanks, Ross. This is one of my favorite ones. And it's so simple, and it is the best theme out of any company I've ever come across. I'm not necessarily a big fan of Nike, but I love this, right? And you guys probably know where I'm going with this. Just do it. Just do it. Just jump. Just take the leap. Tell your brain, right when your brain starts going into that, like, oh, I don't feel like it, just do it. Catch it before it says, when it goes, I don't feel, before it says like it, jump into it and just do it, okay? Get past that whole thing of I don't feel like it and just do it, okay? It goes along with the 5-second rule about telling your brain you love it, okay? Making it easier for yourself and remembering not feeling like it, right? Feeling like it is not required, guys. So if you start stepping outside your comfort zone and doing things that you don't feel like life is going to be a lot better. And I've quoted this before, and I love it. Les Brown says this: when you do things that are easy, life is hard. When you do things that are hard, life gets easier. It's just how it goes, right? Because a lot of times when we're trying to achieve our goals and get where we want to go, we have to do those things that we don't want to do. Okay? But the more you do those things, the better you're going to get at them, the easier they become, and it's just this continuous cycle of good quality feedback loop. Okay? Good quality feedback loop in your mind, in your production, in your life. Okay? So I hope this helps, guys. If it helped, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, and if you want more or you have questions about something that you're dealing with when it comes to motivation and mindset, please reach out, okay? My new program's launching, okay, or not my new program, my second round, my second group's going in pretty soon. So I had to launch it early because I already had 5 people join. And I'm like, I want to get it out there because we might have all the people, we might even be able to start early, okay? So we have our pre-sale launch already to rock and roll. So if you're looking to improve and drastically optimize your health, okay, and completely obtain that true optimized health, just click the link below. I'll throw it in the comments, okay? Guys, like always, keep showing up, taking action, and you will get results, okay? It's just the bottom line. So, hope this helps. Remember, you don't have to feel like it.